What's up, chat? Oh my gosh, this game is so bright. I'm in the bad place right now. Get me out of here. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Chansey. Deidre. Okay, just Gen 1. Bunch of Gen 1. Gen 1. Gen 1. Okay, Gen 2. Mashchief. Bombardier. Gardevoir. Alright, well. What can you do? Alright. What is today's actual date? 6th. Okay. I don't know what possessed me to want to shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet, chat, or I guess, you know, you could say them interchangeably. Somebody out there would probably take issue with that, but they're interchangeable. Some Gen 9 shiny hunting, you might say. Smoliv? Smoliv will not show up no matter what I do, chat. It's so sad. Torkoal. Torkoal's actually a fun one. If I didn't have it, I would actually be happy to shiny hunt Torkoal. Did it change? No. Why does Scizor show up as much as it does? I hate how they've just ruined every rare Pokemon. Scizor should not be a common Outbreak. That's just wrong. Okay. Sawsbuck. There's Seadra again. Chinchou. Dugong. Vulpix. Lotad. What's up, chat? How's it going? Oh, there's Keknia. I don't think I need Kek or Cacturn. Let me check. Gen 3. Gen 3. Gen 3. Gen 3. Nope, I got them both. I don't have Baltoy or Claydol. I'm missing a pretty significant amount of Gen 3. That's kind of a shame. That's kind of a shame, actually. You've a 120 watch streak? Nice. Stonejourner. What if I just shiny hunt Stonejourner every day until forever? That's my life now. Every day I just shiny hunt Stonejourner. Think anybody out there has Stonejourner as a mascot? Finally, my own Pokemon. Litleo and Pyroar together. Minior, Golurk. Sentret. Sudowoodo. I mean, it really shouldn't be a big deal as long as their Pokemon are all, like, level 100. Wow, they're giving me nothing. This is the driest, saddest outbreaks I've ever seen. What's going on? I just need, like, where's Turtwig? You know who would be great, especially after finishing up Chimchar? Turtwig. Where are you? Where's Turtle? There's Smeagol. Kitakami has the most stale. It's just the same thing. Such a small pool of Pokemon. And there's every time I see a Pokemon over here, I get excited. But no, it's Choodle. You're joking. There's Cacnea again. Cacnea is such an underrated Pokemon, by the way. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Big fan. They added a Cacnea hat to the Pokemon Center this past week, and it's actually really cute. There's Trapinch. Minior again. What is going on? Look at this. Can I get a speck of any decent Pokemon over here? There's Go-Goat. The goat that goes. Lilligant. Ay, ay, ay. This is a disaster. I have about 700 hours in this game, by the way, chat. Fun fact. I was looking at my plate. Oh, there's Toucannon. Haha, funny. Oh, man, there's my first starter, but it's Piplup, who I don't need. Toucannon and Finneon, or sorry, Lumineon, were the exact outbreaks I had last time I played this game. What is going on? Mudbray. Honchkrow is way too common as well. They used to give you very few, like, Pokemon like Chandelure and Togekiss, all those Dawnstone, Duskstone Pokemon. They should be rare. There's Plusle. Inkay. Deerling, help me. There's a Deerling right next to my character right now. Deerling, can I get some good vibes, please? There's Cloth. Finally got that shiny. After, like, what, 3 years? Yeah, there it is. I was like, I didn't dream this up, did I? No. I did get Blue Crab, and it watches clouds. See, at least in this game, I can keep switching the outbreaks, and I don't have to operate on awful PLA massively massive outbreak logic. No, they didn't change. Whoops. That for Bravo looked like it was further away than it actually was. I don't know what's happening. Oh, they're still playing Elden Ring on GDQ. Boring. This final day of GDQ has been not good. Snubble, Lapras. There's Finneon again. Or, I always call it Luminion. Luminion. Small fish Finneon, big fish Luminion. There's Lechonk. That's sort of kind of like Smoliv game. You're kind of getting the idea. Why did they put Rockruff? Did Rockruff need to be in this game? Lycanroc has been in like every game since Sun and Moon came out. I know it's in Sword and Shield. Alright, maybe if I'm over here in the area, we can try to get Smoliv to show up. Well, that didn't work. There's Orthworm. There's Nosepass. Iroar again. What's up, everyone? I wish they would, like, I don't know, like, they keep bringing it back, but it's... I wish they would give it, like, a form or something. Or not a form, like a paradox, something like that, you know what I mean? I have too many shinies. That's a unique problem to have. Yeah, I like Midnight the most, too, the form. Of all the forms. There's Deer Lane, don't need that. There's Speak of the Devil, there it is. Let's go, villain. Don't need that. Boink. Yeah, I don't... I need Starly, but I don't want a shiny hunted. I actually do need Starly. It's... There's Venonat. Alolan Executor, Trumbeak. Certain outbreaks are just incredibly rare. I have come over here so many times to try to get Smoliv to show up and it just never does. You hate to see it. There's nothing hiding, but okay, no. Still nothing. Oh, Froakie. This game will only ever give me starters I'm completed with, I'm done with. It will never not, like, where's Turtwig? Where's Cyndaquil? Where's, Totodile, you know? Where are they at? Let me just double check that I have all of Froakie. I want to say that I do. I'm missing, I don't have Frogadier marked. I don't know if I feel like... Actually, is Froakie on land over here? Froakie in the water is not a great hunt, but if it's on the land... I mean, after Gen 9 giving us, like 500 dogs, like I feel like we're good for a while. I feel like we're good. How many more dogs and fish and birds do we need? Oh, that's because they made both cat starters are bipedal. I wish Froakie had a better shiny. Chespin and Fennekin, I like their shinies a lot, but Froakie's is... It's like they popped off with Greninja, but then Froakie and Frogadier themselves are like, whatever. Okay, I think I do still need Frogadier. Frick. Alright, well the frogs are on land, so this shouldn't be that bad. It would be worse if they were in the water. Okay. You think Sprigatito is one of the blandest first stage starter Pokemon? I mean, it sure is a grass cat. That is for sure. I'll forever mourn that it didn't turn into like a cool jungle cat, unfortunately. What's up, everybody? I need Frogadier, so I need one more shiny frog. Why do Deerling and Sawsbuck spawn all over the map here? So annoying. I do like Florigato more than I like Torracat, though. I don't know, is that a hot take? Shiny Hunt low kicks? I have like 3 of those shiny. I need very few Gen 9 shinies left. It sure would be nice if Smoliv would show up though, because I don't have a single one of that line shiny. But they don't want to, so what can you do? What's up, Whooper? Why are deers over by the beach anyway? They should just be in the savannah. Why did they stretch all the way over here? Yes, I have all shiny Paradox Pokemon except for the ones that are locked, of course. Got Bundle, got Hands, got Flutters, got Screamtail, got Broop on it, Sandy. It's such a shame that they locked Walking Wake and Gouging Fire and Bolt and the rest of them. Major bummers. Okay, we got our first notification. I wish there was an audio cue to go along with that notification. There's Whimsicott. The worst Paradox shiny hunts were probably Treads and Sandy. Those were... Those were not great. Whoops. Ugh, go away, Deerling. What's up, Mimikyu? Fellas, why are you all congealed on the side of a cliff here? Well, the thing is, before Scarlet Violet, I was really happy to have Deerling back and Sawsbuck because they haven't been around for forever. But then they're in the base game and they decided to put them in the DLC for some reason, so they're just all over the place. Sandy was one of my least favorite shiny hunts in this like entire game. What box of shinies am I on at this point? Box 18 out of all 18 boxes of shinies. Sandy was probably one of my least. I like how you can see all the Pawmi and Raichu around it. I did not enjoy shiny hunting Sandy. Not one of my favorite ones. Thorns was an easy one. There's Moth. Whoa. Don't stop me 'cause I'm close to the edge. It'd be nice for Oddish to show up shiny. I would definitely take Oddish. I'm just doing an Outbreak right now. Outbreak shiny hunting is my favorite way of doing it in this game. Oh, too many Deerling. I don't even think you need sandwiches for Outbreak hunts. You usually can get them pretty quickly when you narrow them down. Masuda, will never touch in this game again. Never going back to collecting eggs in this game, because boy is that horrendous. But Outbreaks and the Let's Go function are pretty decent. Like I said, resetting Outbreaks in this game and then using Let's Go mode is way more convenient than how it works in like PLA. Okay, we got one more to go. I think the best Froakie Outbreak is there's one that's on a beach, so you get them all in like a wide open area, which is pretty nice. Some of this tall grass can be, like sometimes I like to hide in the bushes, which is, you know, when you're shiny hunting a subtle shiny, it could kind of be a pain in the butt. Go on. If Let's Go mode wasn't so buggy and worked better, it would be it would be an even vastly improved experience. Why do they keep going towards the edge? What is magnetizing these spawns to go towards the rocky cliffs? What are you doing, Sawsbuck? I don't think Sawsbuck is okay. That deer ain't right. I don't know, chat. What's your favorite Pokemon game to shiny hunt in on the Switch? So that would be Scarlet Violet, PLA, Sword and Shield, BDSP for some reason. Let's go. What's the best shiny hunting game on the Switch? Violet? Depends on the method. That's true, that's true. For example, Masuda in Scarlet and Violet is the worst. Violet with PLA right behind it. Violet's the easiest. Scarlet Violet? Yeah, I would agree, chat. I agree. Look, if shinies couldn't run in Let's Go, we could have a conversation about Let's Go, but the fact that they can just flee and you're forced to use motion controls. I'm so salty about that Charizard, chat, to this day. I cannot believe that. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Wasn't I just shiny hunting, like, Weedle? I was just looking for Weedle and shiny Charizard pulled up and then immediately, pulled away. And then BDSP is the only... I really only enjoy shiny hunting, like, Darkrai and Shaman. The ones that I can really only get from that game, unless I go back and have, like, a old OG copy of whatever. Gen 7 is what got you into shiny hunting. I Masuda to Pichu in Sun and Moon. The thing that got me... The first time I actively remember shiny hunting was chain fishing in X and Y. You think PLZA will bring back chain fishing? Haha. This game doesn't even have any fishing. So sad. Gen 7's also what got you into shiny hunting? Yeah, getting Poipole in 5 minutes would probably change me as well. Did you go for 2 of them, Justin, to get Naga? Naginadal? I can never say that Pokemon's name right. How long did the second one take you compared to the first one? Crabrawler was your first hunt? That's fun. Hey, Crabrawler has an awesome shiny. Crabominable does as well. If I'm being real. Not 5 minutes. Let me look at Froakie again real quick. Okay, so it's just like pastel. Yeah, chain fishing is definitely where I remember like looking up a guide and following it, and I got a shiny Relicanth in not much time. Alright, have I seen all the froggies? Yeah, this tall grass is a smidge unfortunate. Oh, there's one sleeping over here. Oh, it's just a pick-a-peck. Never mind. I would actually be super excited if they brought chain fishing back for PLZA. I mean, fishing it just used to be a staple until Scarlet Violet. Moana. It was Tamatoa inspired. That's funny. I kind of unironically like Crabrawler, and Crabominable has grown on me. I'm not saying they're like the pinnacle of Pokemon and that everybody should love them, but I like most crab Pokemon. I think they're fun. Yeah, fishing, there's so many games with good fishing mini games. Pokemon could absolutely adapt that if they wanted to. They started ruining fishing in Gen 7, though. I don't remember how fishing went in 7 at all. Which I feel like tells me all that I need to know. Like, if Sonic Frontiers and Kirby in the Forgotten Land can have decent fishing minigames, a Pokemon game can have a good fishing minigame. You know what? I agree with you there, Justin. Breath of the Wild and Tears, like, they could have been cooking with something. That's so true. Ocarina remains goated. Ocarina of Time remains untouched. That's my goat right there. Okay, I'm getting everything except Froakie. Where's my frogs? Spawn frogs, please. I like most frog Pokemon, too. I think that's why I've warmed up to Bellybolt a little bit. I just like frog Pokemon. They're funny. They're funny little guys. I like how the fishing in Ocarina is still available when you're an adult, too. Like, that guy kept his business open through Ganon taking the city. That man kept his business open throughout all that time. Good for him. Support small business. Come on, little fellas. Just need one more frog. Whoa, Vileplume and Gloom just spawned on top of each other. Gloom, gloom, gloom. Execute. Oh, no, never mind. I have this, like, blown up... No, camera. I have this, like, big window in front of me and I still can't see. Rumbeak. Rumbeak. What shiny am I on right now? 759, so this would... Frogadier would be 760. I think I would be done with Gen 6 with Frogadier. No, I'm a liar. I don't have Quilladin or Chestnut. I've never seen... I thought Chespin showed up. I guess not. The grass starters just love betraying, chat. What can I say? Turtwig never shows up. Chespin never shows up. The water and the fire starters, mostly, will show up, but when it comes to the grass starters, no. The spirit of Grookey continues on. Hence no Sprigatito either, back when I actually bothered to do the awful egg collecting in this game. Yeah, you're right, Cactor. Yeah, Smoliv is also a grass type that never shows up. This is so true. Grass betrays me time and time again. Smoliv might be one of the most popular Gen 9 Pokemon. I see fan art and pictures from Japanese Twitter accounts taking their Smoliv plushies out, like having them in bags, having them eat food, sitting them on the beach. People cannot get enough of Smoliv. It is way more popular than, like, Lechonk or any equivalent Pokemon like that. I see Smoliv stuff. I'm not even exaggerating. I am fully 100% telling you the truth that I see Smoliv stuff every day. That is a popular Pokemon. I see, like, Smoliv Garden and people just drawing Smoliv. It is everywhere. And it's always just Smoliv. I don't see any of its evolutions. It's always just Smoliv itself. And it seems to be, like, I see a lot of Japanese accounts that tweet about Smoliv, but I see just as many, like, English speakers tweet about it as well. So it's just a universally very popular Pokemon. It's gotten a fair bit amount of merchandise. I would not be surprised if it got more, though. Life-size Smoliv. How big is Smoliv? A life-size Smoliv plush wouldn't even be that big. Unless Smoliv is, like, deceptively large. But just, that's just an observation. I've noticed that Smoliv is a very popular Gen 9 Pokemon. I can see a Smoliv Squishmallow too, yeah. Kotobukiya announced Victor and Scorbunny, which it's funny to be getting Gen 8 stuff when we're well deep into Gen 9. I'm begging them to make Crystal. Please make Crystal. Whoops, I didn't even see Oddish there. Kotobukiya also announced a Monster High line. Their My Little Pony figures go hard, so that's cool. I want to say there was some bit of Pokemon merch news I saw, but I can't remember right now. What's up, squids? No shinies thus far. I'm trying to get Frogadier right now. Well, Froakie, that I can evolve into Frogadier. Then I would have Greninja's line done. I mean, shout out, you know what? Shout out to Fennekin. I got, Fennekin was one of the first starters. I completed the line super easy back when Blueberry launched, so shout out to Fennekin. True friend of the stream. I mean, Chespin showed up when I hatched it, but I haven't really seen an outbreak for it. Moon shinies, nice. Honestly, Tepig showed up and was shiny really fast, too. The fire starters are always just friends of the stream. Chestnut gives you war flashbacks? Why? Of what? Yeah, the Chestnut raid, this was well before Blueberry, so I actually hatched Chespin and Froakie well before Blueberry came out and made them all far easier to shiny hunt. I've pretty much cleared out Area 0. I don't think there's anything down there I need shiny anymore. Got Medicham, got all the Paradoxes, Raichu, Palmy, Masquerain, Girafarig, Farigiraf. Farigiraf's such a cool Pokemon. Every time I think about Farigiraf, it brings me great joy. Ugh, Corviknight. That was an Area 0 shiny. Corviknight. I'm glad I don't have to go back there anymore. You know what? To be honest, I don't like Area 0 that much. It is just way too bright. That area is just hard on my eyes. Oh, hello, fellas. Either of you shiny? It lost to everything with a type. So so what you're saying is you had the quintessential grass starter experience. What you're saying is you had the typical grass starter experience. I mean, if you're looking for a cool shiny in Area 0, I think Medicham and Meditite are really cool shinies if you don't have them. Medicham is blue and Meditite is like red. Two underrated Gen 3 Pokemon. Also, Medicham will probably have its Mega Evolution in PLZA, if you want to think about it like that. You could bring it over and then Mega Evolve it. How do we feel about Pogo? So the Dynamax leak / data mine was true. Why did they pick War Turtle? Their promotional image has War Turtle Dynamaxing, and it's just... It's funny, of all the Pokemon. I mean, great choice. I love War Turtle, but... a middle starter is just kind of a funny choice. Oh, I keep running into frogs. You're willing to forgive Chestnut and give him another shot? That's nice. Yeah, I feel like I had a very similar experience with Hisui Decidueye, although that could just be PLA's strange battle system. Honestly, none of my team members felt very strong in that game. Root. Shell Shocker! Shell Shocker is pretty good too, though. I'll give the Blastoise guy that. Shell Shocker's pretty good. And then Ash is like, well, my Charizard doesn't have a cool nickname, but, I like how they address that. They actually, like, address that. Ash was like, well, I don't have a cool nickname. That's a skill issue, Ash. They only ever gave side characters Pokemon with nicknames because of a marketing, I would assume. They don't want kids to watch Ash send out Charizard and then its name is like Dave. Then they would just be like, I want to get Dave. But it's actually Charizard. I don't know why I said Dave. That was the... What's the equivalent fire name for Charizard? Oh, brother. Somebody probably would say that, Cacturn. Actually, Ash's Charmander had a different trainer at the start. Therefore, even though the anime goes by an entirely different logic than the games, he could never rename it. Can you imagine if dogs and cats and, like, birds worked like that in real life? If pets worked like that? You go to adopt your new animal, and they will not... You can't rename it. No, there's still people clamoring for Ash to return under every, like, anime post. By the social media team. There's a Charcadet in one of the, like, previews. So I wonder if they're gonna give Liko Charcadet so she can have Armarouge as the equivalent to edgy Tumblr boys, Ceruledge. Why do they have to scatter? Come on back, fellas. What's up, Mitch? That's a lot of Trumbeak. I hope they're not spawning down there. That would be most unfortunate. Golden Ghost sounds like it has hiccups. Chat, what's your favorite, all-time favorite Pokemon from Gen 9? I think Gimmighoul was... I think I saw a clip of Gimmighoul in the recent anime episode. Gimmighoul and Golden Go are mine. Ceruledge, Orthworm. It's 2 for Ceruledge. Glamora. Oh, I'm glad people like Glamora. That makes me happy. Great Tusk. That's a fun one. Great Tusk is neat. So much better than Iron Treads. I don't know why they felt the need to give Donphan 2 Paradox forms when one was so vastly superior to Titan. That's a good choice. I like Tinkaton a lot. Tinkaton would be up there for me. Who else? Glamora. Of course, Glamora would be up there for me. The Skeledirge line. Hydrapple. Slitherwing. It's funny that you said past Moth, because I have to think about Slitherwing's name for like 5 minutes before it'll come to me. Slithering is something like snakes do. They could have had a better name for Slitherwing. I know it has like a big serpentine tail, but it still has legs. Yeah, Clodsire a good one, too. Clodsire, otherwise in Japanese known as Dew. Yeah, I definitely like Tusk way more than Treads. Bellybolt. Bellybolt has one of the best shinies in Gen 9. At least, in my opinion. What's up, Silver? You hope Slitherwing gets a life-size plushie? That would be the softest, most humongous plush. It's really funny how much more merchandise all the Scarlet exclusives have gotten. Criminally ugly. True. No, I haven't gotten Darkrai yet. Almost at 3K resets for Darkrai. Stopped at 29.69, I believe. So next time I do Darkrai, it will be over 3K. Zoinks. What are you linking? Why did you link Boulder? Oh my god, Slitherwing is 10 feet? Oh, that's... Oh. Oh my. That's terrifying. Wow, they really can't scale Pokemon for shit, can they? I would have never guessed that Slitherwing was 10 feet tall looking at it in-game. Are you joking? Game Freak scale Pokemon properly challenge impossible. Yeah, if you told me it was 4 feet, I would be like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait a second, it's 10 feet? Are you saying, like, Boulder's your least favorite paradox, Tyler? I mean, it's kind of like Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby when you have the Legendary Beast versus the Swords of Justice. So they were already... they were already down bad. And then they had the Violet side of the exclusives. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Come on, Froakie. Charge my phone. There we go. They need to come out with the Ruinous Quartet plushies. Where's my Wo Chien plush? I would like to own Wo Chien in plush form, please. You're glad they ruined the Swords of Justice instead of the Beast. Wow, you're calling Terrakion that thing, Tyler? That's so hurtful. Terrakion has feelings too. I don't know. I really don't mind Cobalion, Verzion, and Terrakion. They could have been cool. I kind of like Iron Crown, honestly. I think Crown is probably my favorite of the three. I don't know. It's like, yep, they sure are robots, you know? They sure are robots, just like every other Violet Paradox. Yippee! I do not remember where it is. Look it up. I don't remember where Metacham is. It's in there somewhere. Two legendary sub-trios in Unova. I think you guys are too mean to the genies. Well, not Enamorous, but the original three. I don't think they're that... Everybody hates the genies. I like their Therian forms. They're okay. Would I put them on the top of my trio list? No. But they're not that bad. I do think they feel a bit strange and it just goes to show you how they just don't give a shit about the whole, like, it's Unova. Let's throw some genies in there. Okay. The Swords of Justice, which are like the Three Musketeers, the Four Musketeers, whatever. A path to forgiveness with an amorous, that could never be me. I will never forgive. Yes, that is true, Cacturn. I really would love to know what order all Pokemon were made in. Like, were the genies definitely feel like they could have been like the last things in the Pokedex before they shipped the game out the door. Like, who is the first Gen 5 Pokemon and who was the last one to make it on the roster before the cutoff? Enamorous will never be a friend of the stream because it's just a god-awful design that fundamentally annoys the hell out of me. I just have extreme distaste for that type of design. I fundamentally just do not like that design. I think they're cowards. It's just, what if the genie was a girl? Like, blowy, that's terrible. Fucking awful design. What if the girl genie was pink and she had lipstick? Foghorn. Barf, 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 barf. And then, of course, all the genies are ripped and have big arms, but of course, because it's the girl genie. She just has limp, pathetic arms. Like, if they made her jacked, maybe we could have a different conversation. But like I said, they're cowards, so we're not. It is criminally ugly. I agree, Midnight. I don't care what it's based off of. Because every time I see people criticize that Pokemon, there's always somebody like, well, actually, did you know that it's based on the ancient Japanese blah 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 blah? And it's like, don't care. It's still fucking ugly. Tell it to somebody who gives a shit. Like, okay. Anyway. And then its Therian form is just a goofy turtle. Like, it's still a pink eyesore. I have beef with whatever designer made that garbage. I don't think we needed another genie either, TBH. But actually, she's based off of Spring. Also, all of the genies have been used in VGC. Enamorous sucks. So not only did they make it ugly and gross, it's also just not as good as the other genies, because of course not. Because of course not. Ain't nobody bringing that nasty thing into VGC. Just failed on all accounts. Flop. And it's funny because Kagita, it's like her Pokemon, almost. Almost feels like it's her ace. But they couldn't have more different designs. Like, if Enamorous looked more like her, with like a more elegant, like, black, gothic Cynthia approach. Almost like, maybe they didn't do that because of Gothitelle, I don't know. I like Gothitelle. No, execute! The eggs are falling off! Could you imagine if Execute didn't have like one solid model and all the eggs were individual so they could just fall off? I'd be doing better if Froakie would show up. Golly. Where is this frog? I feel like I've shiny hunted Froakie 1,000 times at this point. Do you think we'll see Emmett and ZA? No. I don't. Pokemon usually doesn't do stuff like that. Ingo being in the past is gonna be like a one-off thing and never acknowledged again. See, it would make sense to have like Emmett. So since it makes sense, they won't do it. Honestly, I feel like one Subway Master is enough. Pick another weird, obscure character that probably not a lot of people really thought about before. Do like Tucker from the Battle Frontier. What's another, like, weird, obscure Pokemon character, chat? Where does your mind go to first? What about, like, Marshall? It's always Grimsley. Grimsley gets all the credit in the... in the Elite Four in Gen 5. Yeah, what about, like, Brandon? Any of the Frontier brains would work. The Ghost Girl in X and Y? Hey, after Scarlet and Violet having no spooky ghost thing, I would be very happy if that came back in PLZA. That's so egregious, by the way. Every time I think about it, it makes me mad. The rushed writing on the wall with these games. I wanted to read that as Gita, Justin. Greta. My brain wanted to read that as Gita. Watch them give Clay another ancestor for no apparent reason. We just have every game now, we're just gonna have somebody who's related to Clay. Yeah, they've already used Annabelle. Brandon? Lucy's my goat. If they bring back Lucy, I'm popping off. She's my goat. The Survivor Tube is the best battle arena in the Frontier in Gen 3. If they bring back Lucy, I'm popping off. Her not being another reason why Oraz. No Lucy. No Lucy, no bye. I like how you can't remember her name, Cactur. The idol woman. The Altaria lady. Her name is Jasmine. Jezebel. Felicia. Elizabeth. Bingo Borbo. You know what? I don't remember her name either. You know what? Where's Scott? Scott wasn't in Oraz either. Where's my homie Scott? Nobody wore a pair of sunglasses cooler than Scott. Hey y'all, Scott here. I'm recruiting for the Battle Frontier. What's the name of the old man with the, like, weird Kyogre Groudon staff? I can't remember his name right now. There's a lot of Frontier brains. Old Man Jenkins. Old Man Jenkins. You know what? I'm gonna Google this. Frontier brains. Noland. I completely forgot about Noland. Factory Head Noland. Isn't the Battle Factory like the most brutal one in Emerald? I want to say I remember the Battle Factory just being a nightmare. Okay, so we have Noland, Greta, Tucker, Lucy, Spencer? Old Man Jenkins' name is Spencer? His Japanese name is Yukon. Yukon. He has like a weird Kyogre staff. Bring this man back. He has vibes. He's got the sauce. And then we have Brandon and Annabelle. So there's 7 Frontier brains in Gen 3. And then we have, in Gen 4, Palmer, Thornton, Dahlia, Dratch, or Darich? Darich? Okay, they were kind of wilding with some of these names. And then Argenta? Argenta's name in Japanese is literally Kate, chat. Why did they change that? Just call her Kate. It's spelled Kate. Just call her Kate. They had to get cute with it for some reason. Must be from the Aura region. If you have an incomprehensible weird name in Pokemon, you're definitely from the Aura region. Argentina. My favorite Battle Frontier brain. Thornton reminds me of, Thornton is giving, like, Aaron from the Gen 4 Elite Four. They give you, like... Their badges are called symbols. Tucker's Japanese name is Heath. Wow, they even changed their titles. Nolan's is still Factory Head in English and Japanese. Greta's is Arena Tycoon in English and Arena Captain. Whoa, they did Tucker dirty, chat. Dome Ace Tucker versus Dome Superstar Heath. Why couldn't they call him a superstar? You're #1 superstar. Good night, Zarak. Have a good one. And then Lucy is the Pike Queen, but in Japanese, she's the Tube Queen. I guess Tube Queen does sound kind of strange. And then Spencer... The way they... do you say his name like Spencer? It's spelled very weird. Palace Mavin... Mavin? Palace Maverick. Palace Mavin Spencer. Palace Guardian Yukon. I mean, he does look like a guardian of something. And then Brandon is just Pyramid King in both languages. And then Annabelle is the Salon Maiden. But in Japanese, she's the Tower Tycoon. Oh, she got a downgrade too. She absolutely got a downgrade. Oh man, I know Looker's gonna be in PLZA, but I'm praying to any Arceus out there that will listen to me that he won't be. I hate that character. I cannot stand to read more like robotic dialogue between him and Emily or whatever her face is. My first shiny in Scarlet was Choodle. Yeah, he adopted that girl and then just pieced out at the end of the story. What a great guy. Isn't Looker such a great guy? I love when he became an adoptive father and then went out to get milk and never came back. Whoops. No, come back. I keep hitting the trigger. I mean, Looker debuted in Gen 4, and there's no Looker representation in PLA or BDSP. Because, of course, that's Platinum, and they said no to all the stuff in Platinum. Pokemon is the reverse of the Disney mom syndrome. I'll forever be curious as to why they decided to make that a thing and why they've stuck with it mostly to a T, except for like Gen 3. Whoa. Whole squad spawning in. Isn't there mention of your dad in like Sun and Moon or something like that? I want to say there's a few games that reference your player character having a father, but they're not present for whatever reason. I mean, honestly, I can think of the most probable reason as to why that is probably to cut down on having a character model and having to write dialogue for an extra parental character. It's just a guess, of course. When they were making Pokemon Blue and Green, they were like, well, the players got a mom. We don't want to program a dad in, call it. I don't know, if there's any more, like, if there's an actual lore reason as to why that's usually the case, I would love to know. Everything about Pokemon is so goddamn secret, unfortunately. There's some interviews that reveal part of their process and some interesting things about it, but for the most part, we don't know anything. Yeah, I mean, is that like a Japanese thing? I have no idea. Maybe Pokemon's creator maybe the guy just hates his dad. I don't know. It's one of those weird little quirks about this franchise. And then the one game they give you a dad, it's Norman, and Norman sucks. So it's like, sure, you have a dad in Gen 3, but at what cost? The monkey's paw has curled. Like, Grimer was schmoovin'. I have to say, it feels like it's intentional that Norman was written to be such a deadbeat in Oraz and in Gen 3. Or maybe they just didn't have a clever way to give you tickets to go to the thingamajig. I don't know. Or is it like a cultural thing where it's normal for your salaryman father to just never be home? Sorry, wife. I gotta go back to the job. I gotta go back to the hashtag grind. Yeah, gotta go stand in a room for, the majority of the day. Gotta go gaze out the window. Very busy, wife. Please understand. I'm gonna have a really busy day of meditating in my gym leader room. I mean, I think the one time they pulled that off was Arvin, right? Arvin's story definitely felt way more mature than the goofy after-school special shit that was Team Star. Oh, hey guys, did you know that bullying is wrong? Hey guys. Even though these people all dress and act like freaks, bullying is wrong. And then they get them all to, like, they take away all their personality and drain them of that in the DLC. Conform. Game Freak says, if you don't want to be bullied, conform to societal norms. What were they a threat for? Or to? They just had their own little bases with a rever room. Which... Those kids should be evicted for... I do not think they own this property. Somebody needs to remove all this. Scaffolding. Kids are ruining the property value. No, my Airbnb. Who will give me $3,000 now? Team Yell, I don't even count them. I mean, we have Team Macrocosmos, too. Oh, man. Gen 8. Jesus Christ. Invent an evil team name? Team Quasar. No. I would have to think about what a theme I would want to have if I was to design an evil team. Yeah, Galactic already covered space. So I feel like you can't do a space theme. Team Celestial. I don't know why I'm, like, thinking about space things. Space. It'd be cool to have a Wild Wild West themed bad guy team. Team Yeehaw. Team Rootin' Tootin'. Team Outlaw, yeah. Yeah, we don't have any sort of team that would that matches that aesthetic whatsoever. That would have been a fun choice for Unova. They had to go with like the culty knight in shining armor vibes. Team Jeff Bezos. Jeffrey Bezos. Honestly, Galactic, they just get mixed up in my brain because they wear white. Clay would be the boss. Clay did his heel turn, now he's a bad guy. Team, they want to get oil. They want to get rid of the beautiful, serene environment to get oil from. How have they not done an environmental team besides Magma and Aqua, who are more just kind of goobers? I wouldn't say they're like Captain Planet. Wanting more land or more sea isn't really like a saving the environment thing. Rose was an eco-terrorist. Rose was dumb. He was stupid. He was dumb. It's hard to think of Rose as anything except a waste. Yeah, Silver, I've always thought about that. A team where a lot of the members are undercover. So it could be like the champion or one of the members of the Elite Four or a few gym leaders, and they all have this like secret phrase. And they would say it to you and you'd be like, oh no. Oh no, that's the bad guy. Oh no, you're on bad guy team. I think that'd be the most effective on like a champion. You beat the champion and then they come up to you and they say the sleeper agent phrase and you're like, oh my god. I might be a little bit inspired from the Leon leaks that were totally bullshit before Gen 8 came out. Look, Leon would have been so much more interesting if he was corrupt, is all I'm saying. Taking money under the table from advertisers and Chairman Rose. We could have been cooking. That would have done wonders for Hop's story, too, because then he would have had to have juggled with the fact that his brother is not a great guy. Yeah, you know, it would be nice to have a bad guy team that isn't just, go coughing. Go Zubat. Even if they're completely not poison themed at all. Like, for Team Rocket, that's all you need. Team Rocket uses slimy Pokemon. Great. Why is Team Galactic using poison types? What are we doing here? Oh boy, one of the admins of Team Galactic is using a stinky skunk. Okay. Yeah, in the manga, like, everyone was evil. The Elite Four and Lance were all just genuinely awful people. I think Lance, like, blew up Cinnabar Island or something like that. The manga is an entirely different beast from The regular canon. Yeah, Magnemite would have worked for that. I mean, they should have just created a new space-themed Pokemon for Gen 4 for them to use. I don't know why that shit is always feels like an afterthought. The perfect Team Galactic Pokemon came a gen later with Behem and LGM. Those would have been perfect galactic Pokemon. They just... It doesn't feel like they're ever created coherently. Like, they're assigned their Pokemon assignments and their bad guy team assignments, and then they just never talk to each other about it. Like, maybe we should create a little space Pokemon for all the grunts to have for Galactic. No, just give them Zubat. Nobody cares. Yeah, Orbeetle would have worked great, too. Yup. Yeah, Clefable. Clefable would have been way more of an appropriate ace than Purugly or Skunktank. I don't even remember what Saturn's ace is. I just remember the Jupiter and Mars. Yeah, you know, we could honestly use more space Pokemon. I would love more weird aliens. You know what, chat? One of my biggest wish lists for a Pokemon would be like a stereotypical kind of green little alien fella. A real narp, if you will. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a few cute little space, like Eva. Just like a cute little alien Pokemon that evolves into something kind of freaky would be neat. Yeah, honestly, all the Ultra Beasts are very alien. Which is why I like them. There's no other Pokemon like Stakataka or Blacephalon. I mean, when we roll back to Gen 7 at some point, I'm sure they will add a bunch of new Ultra Beasts. I think you're right, Tyler. It's gonna be exactly how Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon operated, where there's gonna be like 2 or 3 per new version. Iron Bundle? Iron Bundle rules, though. That's a great Pokemon and a great shiny. Maybe in PLZA Ultra Beast take over Lumiose. You want a Pokemon Kaiju battle? That would go hard. Get Tyranitar in there. Boom. A regional Xurkitree that lives in the deep ocean? That's cool. Kind of like a lanternfish. Where you just see the bulb, the headlight turning on. Yeah, Clefairy would have been perfect for Team Galactic. It's like, they... that phrase that devs don't care about the lore nearly as much as the fans do is extremely true. Time and time again. No matter if it's Zelda, Sonic, Pokemon, that is just a true-ass phrase. I would love it if Deoxys came back for anything, really. I miss Deoxys. They better not lock every mythical in PLZA like they did in PLA, chat. I will be so sad. I'll never forget that screenshot of somebody with shiny Manaphy in PLA, and it turns out it was just a fake. I had the carrot dangled in front of my face and then snatched away. Give Deoxys a new form? How would you go about that? Would you give it like, what's it missing? Yeah, what can we do with that? I feel like defense has HP kind of bundled in there. God damn it, Froakie, where are you? I said no sandwiches, but I am considering making a sandwich. I'm breaking my own rules. What the frog doing? Yeah, I don't know what you could do with Deoxys that they haven't done already. Never forget that they gave Deoxys a Dynamax card in the TCG in Gen 8. And Deoxys was not in the Pokedex in Sword and Shield, so that Pokemon cannot Dynamax. I guess it will be able to when it comes out in Pogo. Ugh. Tap, 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 tap. Intensifies. Tap, tap, tap. The riveting gameplay. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. What awful paid pass are they gonna have for you to do Dynamax raids in Pogo? I wish outbreaks were just so... I wish they were isolated. I really don't need to see all these other Pokemon spawn in. What mythicals have... I guess Deoxys... Keldeo has a form, I guess. What else? Most mythicals don't really have anything. Jirachi doesn't, Celebi doesn't, Mew doesn't. Yeah, Shaman does. Darkrai doesn't. Diancie has a Mega. Meloetta does, I suppose. Yeah, Darkrai has a secret Victoria's Secret model, legs for days. Too Valiant on the same screen. Nice. You know, Genesect would actually be a perfect pick there to give something interesting too. I like Genesect, but I always forget that it exists. I need them to like pizzazz Genesect up so I remember it exists. Yeah, Magearna's kind of a weird Pokemon. Marshadow has like a battle colors. I guess. Scizor is a better Genesect. Scizor is like one of the goats. I don't know, Genesect, there's a bit too many Pokemon, chat, where you need an item to change its typing. Like, we have Arceus, we have Genesect, and then we have Null and Savali, and it's like, cut one of these out. I don't need to have 100 type-changing CDs in my inventory. Too many. Like, why not just have one item and then you can select what type you want? Pokemon is so full of, like, old clunky shit like that. Oh, the DNA splicers. I don't like White Kyurem and Black Kyurem very much. I remember when Black and White 2 came out. That was one of those points where I'm like, do I want to even buy these games? Because I did not really like them. Which I love Black and White 2 as a game now, but when it first came out, I remember seeing those legendaries and just being like, I just don't like these. What if we take the clean designs of Reshi and Zekrom and make them gross? I don't know, lore-wise, I think Type Null and Savali are kind of neat. I think their lore in Sun and Moon and their association with Gladion, like, breaking them out is fun because it mirrors Lily and, Cosmog. But as Pokemon, I don't know. Type Null I like more than Silvally. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cacturn. Like, all the Arceus plates and the Genesect CDs and the Savali stuff, it's just too much. Type Null and Savali are two of those shiny Pokemon I'm gonna have a bitch of a time with. At some point. Those are gonna stay blank in my shiny living dex for a while. Also, it's like, it's gold, because it's supposed to be like Arceus. I don't know, they tried to make, like, a Chimeramon Pokemon, and it just still is just milquetoast. Boring. At least Type Null's helmet is kind of crazy looking. Savali just looks like a bird, griffin thing. Like, why are they... Like, give it 5 eyes. Give it an extra weird limb. It's supposed to be a science experiment. Have it look like a freaky science experiment and not something from somebody's D&D game. I don't know, it's starting to bug me how many monster franchises are just so afraid to make actual monstrous designs. Like, that's why I like Pokemon like Eternatus so much, because it's clearly a big, scary, 70-foot long, poisonous space alien dragon with like a weird skull eye thing going on. Like, I want more like that. A biblically accurate angel would be super funny. I saw they made one of those jokes on the new Fairly Odd Parents. Cosmo and Wanda went through like some sort of TSA scanner. And they had like 1,000 eyes. Actual funny joke. If it had more personality. That's my complaint about, like, Zacian and Zamazenta. And those three just have no synergy. Those three have absolutely no synergy with each other. Like, Rayquaza feels like the perfect piece to fit in with Groudon and Kyogre. Eternatus does not match the vibes of Zacian or Zamazenta whatsoever. Yeah, completely agree. That's why Ogerpon was so beloved. She's just a really cute, well-designed Pokemon that isn't like a goofy pink abomination like Enamorus. I always get Eternatus, Enamorus. Eternatus, my beloved. Enamorus, bad. There's no Pokemon that looks like Ogerpon. It's got the fun mask gimmick to it. And it directly influenced the story. Like, it was all about Kieran and Carmine and the history of the region. And then you have Terapagos. Sure is a turtle. That's a true atomic bomb versus coughing baby situation there. Those areas they added in Area Zero for the DLC were such a letdown. Oh my god. Just more empty rooms with nothing interesting in them. Actually crazy. Oh boy, there's a cool, mystical looking tree. I wonder who could be guarding it. Okay, never mind. It's Garganackle. He wanted Terapagos so your character wouldn't have it. It didn't have anything to do with Terraplagos. Is the thing. Terraplagos was a legendary, and that's why Kieran wanted it. He wanted it so we could not have it. Briar was such a weird character. What was that lady's problem, chat? I can't believe my... What if she's just a Ucene type was actually extremely accurate? Oh, it's funny you say that, Justin, because Ogerpon has fallen off a lot. Ogerpon was extremely good when she first came out, but with all the other restricted, she's kind of fallen off a little bit. It's still a great Pokemon, but not as many people are running Ogerpon. I mean, I don't know what people are running these days. There's been no VGC events for like an entire month. I don't know why they scheduled Worlds like 2 months after all their circuit stuff ended. Super weird. Like, GDQ's probably gonna be over in like an hour, and then it's like, what do I watch now? What now? I'm excited to stream Worlds this year. That was a lot of fun last year. And since it's in Hawaii, it's still a good time for me. And we'll probably get a trailer, which we've been waiting like 500 years for, so that will be exciting. When is it? I want to say August 14th. I'll double check though. Date, please. Okay, I was a little bit off. August 16th. Friday, August 16th to Sunday, August 18th. Let me check. That is... Okay. It'll be here before we know it, chat. Yeah, I hope you can watch too, Tyler. It'd be nice if you could be here to co-commentate with me. And I keep seeing people like Cerebi be like, they usually don't show big trailers at Worlds, but like, this is a unique situation. This is not every other year where there's a Pokemon game out at the end of the year. This is a very unique situation. They have to show a trailer. I imagine we'll get our first little bit of gameplay. We'll get to see what the world looks like, the starter reveal, and like 1 or 2 new Mega Evolutions, and then we're good. That's my big prediction. Yeah, the trophies are super cool. I mean, the cards they win are even cooler. The first place, second place, third place prize cards that they win are really, really cool. And would also probably get you a lot of money if you sold to one of the PSA collector investment bros. I heard they started giving staff, like, unique holofoil promo cards. There's, like, a Voltorb with a unique holo galaxy foil that's part of 151 that they've been giving out to, like, judges, which is kind of neat. Shiny Palmy by accident. That has happened to me in Area Zero many times. Especially shiny hunting Sandy Shocks. It was like 3 Palmy and 2 Raichu before I got Sandy. Also, don't forget, chat, we don't have a release date for Pocket yet. We're gonna get a release date at Worlds. It's supposed to come out this year, so... I don't think that game is gonna be, like, all that interesting, but... I mean, I'll check it out, I guess. I don't really have anything else. Kind of starving at this point. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Four shinies with 1 sandwich. Nice. That was a sandwich worth making. Always feels kind of bad when I... This is why I don't love sandwiches. I'll make a sandwich and then get 1 shiny. And it's like, waste all that herba for what? Love that they've never done an event that gave out shiny, or that gave out Herb Mystica, by the way. They've never done it. Isn't that awesome? It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. Yeah, we only ever get mystery gifts that give us 2 herba. Yeah, exactly. They've never had an herba specific raid event ever. I remember when they brought back Blastoise and, like, Charizard, they could have dropped a few herbas, but, like, it wasn't the... It wasn't like a... The spotlight was on the Pokemon, not herba. I hate saying that, herba. Herba. Like, I want an event that specifically will drop, like, 8 Herba Mystic. I wanted the spotlight to be on Herba, not on random starter of the week. Because that does not count. Specifically meant to give away, like, 10 Herba per raid. Which I've seen some people complain. Is this one? Of course, it's a full-on shiny hunter. Full-on shiny hunters love having dog shit opinions. But I saw this guy being like, if they gave out Herba Mystica, then shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet would essentially be free. Like, maybe it's just me, but grinding for Herba is not part of the shiny equation. I have no desire to, like, jump in a bot-hosted raid to farm Herba. Like, they really just love pissing their life away on the dumbest shit possible. If I'm not spending 100 hours on pointless bullshit, then it's stupid and trivial. Herba has like, ugh. Yeah, exactly. They're so stingy. How is having to track down a bot-hosted raid and farm Herba, like, fun? Or even, like, part of the process. Saw that same dude complaining about burnout today, LOL. It's so hard to shiny hunt Registeel at 5,000 bajillion odds. 500 times on the same screen. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely... this is the same thing that happened to Sword and Shield, chat. This doesn't surprise me at all. Sword and Shield started off with a lot of interesting events. Like the Zero Aura thing and the Shiny Magikarp raids. And then it just nosedived off a cliff. They just gave up. They just stopped. So it absolutely does not surprise me that Scarlet and Violet is suffering the same fate right now. They don't even consistently do Outbreak events. We get an Outbreak event like every, like, bi-monthly. If at all. Outbreak events are so uncommon. And they should be a monthly thing. And they're just not, because they don't care. They can't be bothered. They're sitting on their Scrooge McDuck millions and billions of dollars. They don't care. Oh yeah, I bet that's absolutely true, Cacturn. It is like the D squad. the Z squad working on getting Outbreak events and stuff up. It's absolutely a skeleton crew. I mean, I feel like Sword and Shield should still have events. And they just don't. Scarlet Violet rarely gets anything these days. And Sword and Shield is dead. BDSP is dead. PLA is dead. They'll give you 1 or 2 patches after the game drops, and then maybe a few events if it's a mainline game. And then that's it. And then they're done. They got your money. The Sword and Shield had some good ones, man. It really did. That the Magikarp raids was really fun. And then they never did anything like that ever again. What happened here? Or even like, again, the Mewtwo or the Zeraora events. And then they couldn't go through the starters that weren't in Blueberry fast enough, so now they're just regurgitating starters most people already have for raid events. Like, it was fun when that was the only way you could get them. They weren't in the decks yet. Dumping mythicals. I mean, they did do, like, Jirachi and Mew, and... I feel like Mew has been regurgitated many times lately. And I still can't... Can I get it shiny? No. Gotta go get my Japanese copy of Emerald in my faraway map. Or count my one in Pogo, which I refuse to do. Calling Mew being regurgitated a rebirth is maybe a bit of a stretch. The regurgitation Pokemon. The closest thing we have is what, Swalot? Gulpin, Swalot. Tyler, if you're here, I might have to have you boot up Violet again, just so I can come over and get Gulpin. Doesn't make sense for Pokemon to hold items. That's one of those, like, video game things I'm happy to not think about. I'm sure it could be an outbreak. I don't think I need any other Violet exclusives besides that, question mark? I mean, I do need Passimian. Hold up. Yeah, like the fact that I have, let's take a look for a second. Oh, I hate the UI in this game. Let's see, I have 31 bottles of ketchup, 27 things of chili sauce, 60 jars of peanut butter, 41 jars of jam, 139 golden nuggets, 61 big mushrooms, 230 rare bones, you know. Okay, 333 pretty feathers, maybe. 4 jars of honey, no. Or how about 236 things of Diglett dirt? Or 330 Grimer toxins. 590 Tauros hair. 920 Eevee fur. I have 368 Pineco husks. 464 fangs. I have 999 Ralts dust. 999 Slackoff fur. It's in the hammer space, chat. The hammer space. Yeah, just 138 Metatite sweat. Now, is that gallons? Is that liters? Is it pints? Who knows? It's a real mystery. Pokemon would wear items in the anime, which I always thought was kind of funny. It would be humorous to see, like, Rocky Helmet. Oh man, can you imagine having to have items on every Pokemon model? Good lord. That would be a nightmare. Goldingo is always making noise. Shout out to Otto, my Goldingo. I really did like my team in this game. Quaquaval, Tinkaton, Goldingo, Blumora, Clodsire, rip. And I'm forgetting somebody. Baxcalibur. Baxy. Wow, this is not a great shiny hunt day. Yeah, that could have maybe worked in Gen 4 or 5, yeah. That's just too much of an undertaking for 130 employees to be doing, so I can't imagine that will ever happen. That would be a very drastic change, though. Like, we have open team sheets in VGC right now, but this is like the first gen that's ever been a thing. Having items on Pokemon would immediately give your opponent information. Yeah, I agree. The effort is better spent elsewhere. Like in the environmental design. Froggy Ultimate Betray. Well, Froakie is not... I don't want to shiny hunt this Pokemon anymore. Can you please show up, shiny? Please. I don't want to go looking for frogs no more. Shiny juice. That'll be the mechanic for Gen 10. You gotta drink your shiny juice. Yeah, Taylor, I've shiny hunted this thing so many times I can't remember. I do need Frogadier. I have Greninja and I have Froakie. I don't have Frog. A deer. Do you mean if it's night only? Does Spain have that many sandwiches? Like, what possessed them to do sandwiches for Spain? Is that like a known thing about Spain? Yeah, I feel like sandwiches are for, like, everyone. Everybody, every culture has, like, a sandwich thing between bread. Yeah, I agree. They are pretty, like, dull. I'm gonna do a search. Food Spain is known for. Spain is known for many foods, including seafood, tapas, and other dishes. Gazpacho, croquettes, tortilla española. Paella? Paella, I think is how you say that. Yeah, I don't, that's strange. I don't see sandwiches in here. Saffron-infused rice dish with seafood. That's considered Spain's national dish. Patatas bravas. Crispy fried potatoes with a paprika-based sauce that's a staple of tapas menus. Yeah, where the hell did they get sandwiches from? I fundamentally disagree with the curry thing for Sword and Shield, too. They're kind of batting 0 for 2 right now. Crepes for France. I think of, like, baguettes and escargot, if you ask me to think about French food. Blah, 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 omelette du fromage. Burgers. Yeah, you gotta do a hamburger, right? You have to do burger. Burgie. I wouldn't mind seeing them do like a beverage. I could see ice cream. Like you add different toppings, different flavors to ice cream. I could see ice cream working. Chicken tendies. It would have to be in universe though, so whose tendies would they be made out of? Torchic tendies? The finer details. I'm not sure they ever did, TBH. You can trace that type of discrepancy back to generations that I consider good, like 5. Hence the genies and musketeers in a region based off of America. Yeah, that's that's so funny. You Google food Spain is known for. Sandwiches are not on here. Somebody at Game Freak probably just had a really good sandwich somewhere and was like, I'm just gonna do sandwiches. Yeah, medieval knights, ninjas, samurai, a Japanese pheasant for a bird. Hey, Grimer, you're kind of tweaking. Grimer's ass is tweaking. Chad is so excited about actual meat in Pokemon. Where's the ham coming from, chat? Who's ham? Lechonk burgers. You think if you carved up a shiny Lechonk, the meat would just be that color pink? When you transfer Pokemon to Willow, he just crushes them up in some sort of candy contraption. I always imagine they get turned into like a hard candy that just gets like crushed, compacted. I think Lechonk was one of the last shinies I got before I stopped playing Pogo. They had just introduced Gen 9 Pokemon, after still to this day not having 8 in there. They'll probably introduce them with the Dynamax stuff. I would hope so. Although it would be kind of funny if they just never put Gen 8 starters in there at all. Yeah, I think there's definitely something that can be said about, like, just because the region is inspired by X, Y, or Z doesn't really mean shit. It doesn't mean it's going to be reflected in the starters. It doesn't mean it's going to be reflected in the food gimmick. It doesn't mean it's going to be reflected in the DLC. Hence how eager they were to just ditch Spain and go right back to Japan. And then give us a tiny sliver of Unova. Although I'm not sure how Blueberry feels like America in the slightest. It's just Fortnite Dome. It's in Unova, but it definitely doesn't feel... It doesn't feel inspired by anything, TBH. Yeah, I agree. Like, at this point, if you're not gonna do anything and commit to it, who cares? Just make it pure fantasy at this point. Blueberry Academy feels cultureless. It definitely is. There's a few food items that are like burgy. But besides that, there's absolutely nothing. Man, I hate little Pokemon in the grass. Man, I just keep running into frogs. I don't know, Sword and Shield. Oh, if that game wasn't so linear and small in scope. Yeah, Paldea is a tough one because I don't really know much about Spain. At all. And apparently neither does Game Freak. Hey. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. A boba drink? I could see them doing boba. Boba is such a popular thing at the moment. I could see it. I could see them doing boba. Yeah, Paldea feels like if you had a game engine just randomly generate... Okay, so we have a lot of grassy fields, check. Okay, so we have a generic snow area, check. Okay, so we have a boring desert, check. I like the forest, the yellowy forest area where Fortress spawns. And the bamboo area is kind of neat, even if your frames go extremely south the second you step over there. Those are the only two locations where I'm like, this is, you know, something kind of different. And I like the Savannah and Blueberry because we've never really had like an African Savannah area before. But then it's like, well, we got another boring generic ice area. I mean, the beach over here is actually pretty okay. A bamboo and snow area in Spain. Yeah, yeah, honestly, there's something that can be said about that. And then you have this weird white block situation that connects everything and just is an eyesore. Wallabies are cute. I mean, we have Komala, but koalas are quite cute. They should do something with Komala. If we ever did get an Australian region, they better do something with Komala. I'm just saying. Yeah, the white blocks are terrible. It's like, what is this cold white aesthetic? It's like the same type of boring aesthetic all the gyms have in this game. Like, they're just an office building. It's like, I get it, all the gym leaders are like job people now, but boy. Boy. Boy, I said boy. Whoops. I would want them to include New Zealand if they ever did Australia, though. Or even just go with New Zealand, because New Zealand is so, so pretty. Corporate sterile vibe of this game is jarring. Yeah, and I said that because I feel like somebody would have the opportunity to go like, well, that's the point. They're all supposed to be cold, sterile office buildings because they, like, have second jobs. The game design is ugly on the game graphic. It's bad on purpose. Because that's the point. Yeah, the green bushes growing in Gresh's gym are so great, guys. Hate having to get off the dragon and do a picnic reset. Yeah, it's pretty blatant. Like, I think Game Freak has said that it's Spain. This isn't a fan thing, it's a them thing. It's like Unova is clearly United States. Milwaukee. If they ever do a Pokemon game in Milwaukee, Red Letter Media better be there. Yeah, it's a lot of Spanish in the game, that's true. Nyack. Does anybody in Unova have like a strong accent? Ka. Gotta go drive my ka. Florigato. Gato. My parents are from New York and they've said car. Car. I guess that's car. Car. Look, I know New York. I know New York, I have familial roots. Sometimes I think Tyler's noticed a slight accent like that for me. Car. Car. Yeah, lol. My ancestral roots. I did live there for a little bit. Yes. Syracuse. I've never been to the Midwest. I have no family from the Midwest. I don't know anybody that lives in the Midwest. I've lived on the East Coast my whole existence. I've literally never been to the West Coast. Pacific Northwest. Do you like the rain? Do you like Alan Wake, Twilight, Blue Rain aesthetic? I know Seattle's like unbelievably expensive now. A lot of places over there are pricey, which I mean, what isn't now, but you know. Yeah, it would be nice to have places you could actually like hike and not just endless suburbia. I mean, the Appalachian Mountains are not terribly far. Chad, I think it was a Vsauce TikTok I saw the other day that kind of blew my mind. But basically he said in like, I want to say it was 1959. Or maybe 1956? The 1950s, There was a television interview with a really old fella who was in the theater when Lincoln got shot. Like, that guy was still alive in the 1950s. That's... wow. And I think he said, like, the Appalachian Mountains are older than Saturn's rings, too. It was a thing about, like, small history. Don't quote me on all those, but... it was my abridged version, but it's like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I watched Vsauce when I was a kid on YouTube. And then I kind of fell off, and occasionally I see his TikToks. Cleopatra lived closer to modern day than she did to the creation of the pyramids. Yeah, stuff like that is crazy, isn't it? I can still hear the Vsauce, like, theme. I can think of it. I can think of it in my head right now. It's nice to see old YouTubers you used to watch still around and... you know, hopefully not committing any crimes. They're still liked. People still like them. Things are chill. Yeah, I mean, I sure hope so. You really never know. You really never know, but I sure hope so. What's up, Galaxy? How is Shiny Hunting treating me? Bad. Not good. Froakie is not cooperating. Sad. I've been looking for almost 3 hours. I mean, it did take me like 40 minutes just to get a good outbreak, unfortunately. Illuminati. It's funny, I've seen a few of her videos, but I didn't subscribe to her. Her delivery kind of bugged me. The way she read her, what we now know to be stolen scripts. She didn't have the sauce. Glimmet and Glamora, nice. I love those Pokemon. Good shinies, too. Yeah, it's like, wow. MLMs are bad. In other news, water wet. The funny thing about Blair is that she destroyed herself. She called out Legal Eagle over, like, a nothing burger, and then her whole house of cards fell. She could have kept on making bullshit content, but she stepped in it, and the whole thing blew up. I think she stopped posting. She went on for a while posting, like, barely edited content and then just ceased posting. Many such cases. Many such cases. Oh yeah, she has a whole list. She has a whole list. Oh yeah, I'm sure other plagiarizers, like Internet Historian, will come back and post and try to pretend like nothing happened. There's the shiny. Alright. Chat, we did it. Almost 3 hours in, and my frog has appeared. Thank you. Thank you very much. You are going to be a beautiful frogadier. You are going to be the most beautiful frogadier that has ever frogged. We're froggy in there. We are dive balling you, my friend. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness, chat. I was down bad. I'm like, I don't want to shiny hunt this again, please. No more frogs. Its happy-go-lucky look is an act intended to fool its enemies. Oh. Wait. That applies to exactly the conversation we're having right now. Its happy-go-lucky look is intended to fool enemies. It's just sociable. Still cool that it's marked. I'll take it. Oh, thank goodness. I can officially... Well, I will evolve it. I actually might evolve the other Froakie. Keep this one marked. Oh, I can mark Frogadier off. Perfect. 760. So I just need Quilladin and Chestnut and I'm done with Gen 6 starters. How ironic. He never acknowledges plagiarism. What a fucking scumbag, dude. We're hitting the double save. You don't have a mark, right? No. Okay, we're gonna evolve the markless one. Because this is just meant to be a Frogadier. I don't want to evolve it into Greninja or anything. Alright, let's see. You know, I kind of like that color blue. Did you see the way the model just sat up? That kind of freaked me out. I never noticed this, but the Frogadier has Greninja's exact, like, body shape. Different head. And obviously the scarf, but that thing's got long, froggy legs. Yeah. Have you been practicing self-care? Posture correct. Remember to hydrate. Listen to its little footsteps. Do you know they brought Crazy Frog back, chat? And they took away his peanuts? It's gone. Crazy Frog's definitive feature. They took it away. Streamers who need to be reminded to drink water. It's infantilizing. It's so... I hate that shit. I hate that ooh-woo, remember to drink water shit. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's so infantilizing. Hey, stupid, dumb idiot, remember to breathe oxygen, okay? Okay, streamer, remember to breathe oxygen. Fuck out of here, dude. Hate that shit. Big not fan. Crazy Frog did. Go look at pictures of Crazy Frog, chat. I'm not joking. You'll see things. Frogadier's cute. I like Frogadier probably more than I like both Drizzile and Quaxwell. Not as... I do like Duat. This is so much fun. I could just wander around as a frog and have the time of my life. I'm just a frog, I'm a runaway. Dumb monkey too. It does feel like that. It's so... I hate that shit. And watching GDQ, it's just... Which is games done quick. There's so much of that shit. Remember to hydrate. Do most people not keep water in front of them? I always have a big water bottle. I have a nice water bottle that keeps that shit insulated and cold and crisp. Like, honestly, a lot of people don't drink enough water. Skill issue. If you're just guzzling soda all day, enjoy your early death. Skill issue. Gotta have my 500,000 calorie sugary frappuccino, but can't drink a sip of water. Not the pop. Yeah, I gotta drink my, what the hell is that? G Fuel. Gotta drink my G Fuel. With my, my Mr. Beast bar. Like, I feel like I shouldn't even have to say this, but, a pro tip, I guess. Get yourself a nice stainless steel water bottle, chat. Put some ice in it and some water. That shit hits. Cold water with ice is delicious. And it doesn't have to be like a Stanley Cup or anything. Mountain Dew. Ugh. If I drank Mountain Dew all day, I would feel so ill. Yeah. I mean, TikTok's water talk is an insane thing to watch. We'll put in a bunch of ice cubes, and then some alcohol, and then some alcohol, and then some alcohol, and then some blue raspberry flavored unicorn syrup, and then some alcohol. And then some glitter. I've seen some of those TikTok women put straight up glitter in their drinks. Like, I don't care if it says edible. That shit ain't edible. Absolutely wild to watch people do that. It's in this cave. A carbos. Let me just put in 5 gallons of vodka with some glitter. Delicious. Like, do they actually drink that stuff? Is that something that lady is going to actually drink, or does it get dumped off screen? Because a lot of those, like, mukbang people that eat food, they just waste it. They throw it up, or they are not eating it to begin with. Or they're cutting it in a way that it looks like they're eating a lot of food. Yeah, they probably just dump it. There's no way... If that lady drank all that alcohol, she would be mega wasted. Let's see. I still need one more shiny to top this box off. Yeah, it's probably just for content. It is probably just for content. Galarian Slowpoke. I have Galarian Slowpoke shiny. I have the whole line done. Got Slowking back in Sword and Shield. Yep, there they are. I was like, I know they're in here somewhere. At least Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke is easy to shiny hunt. Unlike shiny hunting regular Slowpoke in this game, Forgot Cleavor is in here. I like how it's English. What's the point? For content, they make money on these platforms, so it's like a... Think of it as a business cost. What don't I have from Gen 9? Let's see. What am I missing from Gen 9? Panda Mouse, Mousehold, Smoliv, Dolive, Arboliva, however you say that Pokemon. Tadbulb, Tinkatink. I still don't have Wiglet, chat. And then Wiglet. Everything else is shiny locked, so I can't get Wo-Chien, I can't get Chien-Pao, can't get Pecharunt, can't get Terraplagos, etc, etc. And I don't have Crocalor, Skeledirge, Quaxwell, or Quaquaval, or Florigato, Sprigatito, or Meowscarada, but I'm content to get them in a future game. They almost don't even count right now. Because I'd have to get them through eggs, which is... No. Shiny hunting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pokemon from eggs in Masuda would make me sick. That would make me sick. The TikTok pink sauce. I've seen pink sauce in store and that shit is not pink. Oh, remember when I got Fennekin like 1, 2, and 3? That was beautiful. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, and Embor too. Oh, I got Trico done. I've not seen Torchic yet. I have multiple Blazikins from Dynamax Adventures. But I don't have Torchic. There's Piplup, Scorbunny, Raboot. I have Tinkatuff, but I need... Oh, and Tinkaton. I need Tinkatink. Yeah, here's Tinkaton and Tinkatuff. A Dynamax Adventures stream soon. Dynamax Adventures has kind of been tilting me. The past few times I've played it, it's kind of tilted me off the face of the planet. I also have gotten jack shit from it lately, which is unfortunate. Oh yeah, I forgot we got Bink. We got the Bink. Got Chimchar. Honestly, I might play more Scarlet Violet tomorrow, chat. I really want to hammer some more shinies from this game out. I'll probably return to Darkrai soon as well. Salmonella is food poisoning. You don't want to get salmonella. Salmonella is a bad time. Yeah, like this game, it's easy to just find an outbreak and shiny hunt and go for it, you know? Like Frocky. I wanted to say Frogadier and Froakie at the same time. Froakie might have taken me hours, but I got it and now I'm done, so... I mean, watch them put Mega Greninja and PLZA. I mean, Megas are not technically a form, so I'd be safe. Yeah, I really need Smoliv to show up. I need to find Tinkatink. I need to get Wiglet. It's just what the game will allow me to shiny hunt with outbreaks. Yeah, I'll return to Dynamax soon. The past few times I played it, it was kind of... I don't know. It made me mad. To constantly get... Just a lot of bad RNG, a lot of NPCs playing poorly. I feel like the last few times I've done Dynamax streams, NPCs have costed me the final boss multiple times. Which is very frustrating. One shiny every 25 runs. Yeah. I mean, honestly, sometimes I just like doing Dynamax solo because I can skip all the animations and it's way faster. I don't know. I know people are invested in like joining though. Exactly, Cacturn. One activates one weather and then the other NPC activates the other weather. Like... Yeah, Midnight, that's true. It just... I've done a considerable amount of Dynamaxes. I got Giratina in, like, September, chat, of last year. And it's been no legendary since. And I've done them pretty consistently week to week. I've taken a break lately, but... A few times, like once or twice every week, still adds up. But I haven't gotten diddly shit other than dupes from... That's another thing. Like, here, I'll go look right now, actually. I'll straight up go look right now. Yeah, Zygarde. That's also something I should bring up. A lot of the legendaries that I need from Dynamax are terrible. They are no fun allowed. Lugia, or not Lugia, Zygarde is bad, Kyogre is bad. Palkia I really don't enjoy fighting against. I have a lot of easy Ultra Beasts. But there's some real miserable Pokemon in there. Heatran can be tough on randoms too. Here's all the Dynamax squad, chat. Starting with my beautiful Rayquaza that I got in 2 runs. There's never been one like you, Ray. Lunala that I got in 4 runs. Oh my gosh. I started off so strong. What happened? Yveltal was like 27. Dialga was 24. Okay, Blacephalon did take like 107 runs. Necrozma was 47. Ho-Oh was like 15. I really should rename my channel, chat. Ho-Oh is a friend of the stream and Lugia is a betrayer. That's such a beautiful shiny. Oh. Easy S-tier shiny. I have Mesprit, but not Uxie or Azelf. Xerneas took a while. I do not remember how long Entei took, chat. I want to say Entei took like 80-something. Groudon was just a random one. Shout out to Gordon, my beloved. You can tell I like organized these by legendary and then I kind of just gave up and now they're just in order. You can see how many dupes I have though. I have lots of dupes. Look at that. Look at the way they model Stunfisk. You can barely see. Palpy. Golden Ho 860. Look at this. Oh, I got a whole row of stinky guys. Skuntank really does look like a Muppet. That nose is so Muppety. Flatfish Friday. But wait, there's more. Torkoal. Two fires back to back. Okay, I'll give Linoon this. That's a nice shiny. I do like Linoon shiny. The Sire. Funny joke. There's Raikou. I know I got Suicune early, but I can't remember how much it took for Raikou and Entei. I really can't remember. I want to say Entei was maybe like 80-something and Raikou was 40-something. Seadra, Serena, there's Suicune. Suicune was like 15. Suicune is the ultimate friend of the stream. My genies. There's Zapdos. Zapdos is one of my favorite reactions I have. I'm like, that's not shiny. Guh. There's Blaziken. Miss Fermosa. There's Moltres. I'm still missing Articuno. Selgor's got such a great shiny. I love that yellow. Raplock. Melly. There's Zekrom. I can't believe this one. It's been since 2022 and I'm still like, whoa, I got Zekrom. This one felt so unreal to me. Oh, there's Lele. Man, I was on a hell of a streak. Oh, and a Mewtwo? Woo! Man, July was popping off. July 2022? Holy moly. Oh my god. Zekrom and Lele and Mewtwo? And Bulu. Oh my god. That was the shiny month. July 2022. Magneton's got a great shiny. There's Tornadus. Ugh. Raja. There's another Selgor. There's Xatu. Yeah, maybe maybe it's July energy. It's Mienshao, Kangaskhan. There's Landorus. I got the genies pretty like one after another. Nidoking. There's one of many Chinchino. One of many Vikavolt. There's another Skunk Tank. Oh, I always forget I got Cress. A nice one. There's Buzzwole. Oh, and Finny. I've probably done like 100 Cocos at this point. I really need to pick Coco up. And this we're getting to the current days. There's Araquanid, a dupe. There's another Vikavolt. There's a Purple Bear. Clang. There's another Chinchino, another Nidoking, a Mudsdale, which I didn't need. There's Tina. 9/12/2023. Druddigon. That was a good pickup. Tina into Druddigon was really nice. There's Poltegeist. Wow, that's a huge leap. I wonder what came out around this time. 2025. I went into the future for that one. My Switch dates are all over the place, lol. I am in the future. But there we go. Just another Absol, more Clefairies, more Chinchinos, more Nidokings. I think the dupes have started to wear on me. Because there's still a lot of Mons that aren't legendary from Dynamax that I would like to get. Like Passimian. But I never get. I don't get them. They're not here. And then just a bunch of other... My organization in this game is abysmal. Just absolutely abysmal. Brrr. Alright, chat, you talked me into it. Tomorrow we'll do a Dynamax, and if I get tilted off the face of the planet... It's your fault, chat. If the NPCs treat me poorly... There's no music on. I turned it off for Masuda. I will assume the position. Do I have... Can I spend my shards? No. Turn music back on. I don't get tired of the Dynamax music. I really don't. Alright, chat. We'll do Dynamax tomorrow. See if I can snap my drought. But I got Frogadier, so I'm really happy with that, even if it took forever. Another one down. One frog down. 320 more to go. Yeah, thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging out, chat. I appreciate it. Compose. Whoops, I didn't mean to make that plural. Check out the Discord. You can post your own shinies there. Shout out to the YouTube VOD watchers, the YouTube watchers in general. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back for this tonight, Sunday night. Good night, chat. Bye.